I want to tell you a story about the whispering willow tree. In a small, tranquil village nestled between rolling hills and a serene river, there stood a majestic willow tree. This willow tree was no ordinary tree. It was known as the whispering willow by the villagers because, as the wind rustled through its long, graceful branches, it seemed to share the secrets of the world. In this village, there lived a young woman named Eliza. She was known for her kind heart and gentle spirit. Eliza had always felt a deep connection to the whispering willow, and she would often spend her afternoons sitting beneath its wide-reaching branches, listening to the soft, comforting whispers of the leaves. One warm, lazy afternoon, Eliza decided to bring a picnic to the whispering willow. She packed a wicker basket with freshly baked bread, ripe strawberries, and a flask of cool, refreshing lemonade. She spread out a cozy blanket beneath the tree's shade and settled down, feeling the gentle caress of the breeze on her skin. As she munched on her sandwich and sipped her lemonade, Eliza closed her eyes and allowed herself to fully relax. The tree's soothing whispers seemed to transport her to a world of peace and tranquility. She felt as though the tree was telling her stories of distant lands, where the rivers flowed with crystal clear water and the meadows were filled with wildflowers of every color. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, casting a warm, golden glow across the village, Eliza opened her eyes and smiled. She felt rejuvenated and grateful for the time she had spent with the whispering willow. It had been a day of rest and renewal, a reminder of the beauty and wonder that surrounded her. From that day forward, Eliza made it a point to visit the whispering willow whenever she needed a moment of relaxation and reflection. And as the years passed, she shared the secret of the tree's whispers with the villagers, who also found solace and peace beneath its branches. The whispering willow became a symbol of serenity in the village, a place where anyone could go to escape the worries of the world and find comfort in the gentle whispers of nature. And so, the tranquil village and its beloved willow tree lived on, reminding all who visited of the importance of taking time to relax and appreciate the beauty of the world around them. Years passed in the tranquil village, and as Eliza grew older, her connection with the whispering willow deepened. She became a source of wisdom and comfort for the villagers, known as the keeper of the willow secrets. Her advice was sought after by young and old alike, and she shared the lessons she had learned from the tree's gentle whispers. One crisp autumn morning, a young man named Ethan arrived in the village. He had heard tales of the whispering willow from travelers passing through other towns and had journeyed for weeks to find this peaceful haven. Ethan was burdened by the weight of the world, and he hoped that the whispers of the willow could provide him with the solace he desperately needed. Ethan's arrival created a stir in the village. The villagers, who had come to rely on Eliza's wisdom, wondered if she would share the secrets of the whispering willow with this newcomer. They watched as Ethan made his way to the tree, where Eliza sat beneath its branches, her eyes closed in meditation. Ethan hesitated for a moment, unsure of how to approach Eliza. Sensing his presence, she opened her eyes and smiled warmly. "Welcome, stranger," she said. "I see you've come seeking the wisdom of the whispering willow." Ethan nodded, his eyes filled with a mixture of hope and uncertainty. "I've heard that this tree has the power to ease troubled hearts and offer guidance," he replied. "I've traveled a long way in search of such solace." Eliza motioned for him to sit beside her on the blanket. "The whispering willow has been a source of comfort for many in our village," she said. "But its secrets are not given freely. You must be open to its whispers, and in return, you may find the answers you seek. Ethan settled down on the blanket, and Eliza closed her eyes, inviting him to do the same. The two of them sat in silence, the wind gently rustling the willow's leaves. As time passed, Ethan felt a sense of peace wash over him, and he began to hear the soft, reassuring whispers of the tree. The whispers told him stories of resilience, of how the willow had weathered countless storms and always stood tall, its branches bending but never breaking. They spoke of the importance of finding strength within oneself and of seeking harmony with the world around him. Ethan's heart felt lighter, and when he opened his eyes, he looked at Eliza with gratitude. "Thank you," he whispered. "I feel a weight has been lifted from my shoulders, and I've found the answers I sought." Eliza smiled and nodded. "The whispering willow has a way of guiding us to the answers that lie within us," she said. "Remember, it is not just the tree that offers solace but the connection you make with it and the willingness to listen." Word of Ethan's experience with the whispering willow spread throughout the village, reaffirming the tree's reputation as a source of peace and wisdom. The tree continued to be a place of solace for all who sought its guidance, and its gentle whispers served as a reminder that in the embrace of nature, one could find the tranquility and answers they needed. With each passing season, the bond between Eliza and Ethan grew stronger. He became a regular visitor to the whispering willow, and the two would often sit together beneath its branches, sharing their hopes, dreams, and the lessons they had learned from the tree's whispers. As time went on, Ethan's presence in the village became a permanent one. He decided to make the Tranquil village his home, drawn not only by the wisdom of the whispering willow but also by the warmth and kindness of the villagers, who welcomed him with open arms. Ethan's newfound sense of peace and belonging radiated throughout the village. He became known as the Guardian of the Willow, a title bestowed upon him by the villagers as a symbol of his dedication to protecting and preserving the whispering willow. Under Ethan's care, the area around the tree blossomed into a beautiful garden, with colorful wildflowers and carefully tended plants. He crafted a wooden bench beneath the willow's branches, inviting anyone who sought solace to sit and listen to the tree's whispers. The bench soon became a place of gathering for the villagers, a spot where they could share their joys, sorrows, and stories of inspiration. One spring morning, as the sun's first rays painted the sky with shades of pink and gold, the village elder, an elderly woman named Clara, made her way to the whispering willow. She had lived in the village for generations and had visited the tree countless times, but today, she had a special purpose in mind. Clara, with her silver hair and wise eyes, approached Ethan, who was tending to the garden. "Ethan," she began, "I have a request. It is time for me to pass on the role of village elder, and I believe you are the one who should take up the mantle." Ethan was taken aback by the offer. "But Clara, I am just a newcomer to this village. I cannot replace you as elder." Clara smiled kindly. "You may be new to our village, but you are not new to the wisdom of the whispering willow. You have embraced its teachings and have shared its solace with others. You have become a source of strength and guidance." Ethan considered her words, and after a moment, he nodded in acceptance. "I will do my best to honor the role and continue to share the wisdom of the whispering willow." And so, in a simple ceremony beneath the tranquil branches of the tree, Ethan became the village elder, a symbol of the enduring power of the whispering willow to bring peace, wisdom, and unity to the community. As the years passed, the Whispering Willow continued to be a place of solace and inspiration for generations of villagers. It remained a reminder that in the embrace of nature, one could find the answers to life's questions and the strength to face any challenge. The village, its people, and the majestic tree thrived, creating a legacy of tranquility and unity that would be passed down through the ages, ensuring that the wisdom of the Whispering Willow would live on for generations to come. As the years rolled by, the village flourished under Ethan's wise leadership. The Whispering Willow, now adorned with colorful ribbons and offerings from villagers seeking guidance, remained a cherished centerpiece of the community. Ethan continued to share the stories and lessons he had learned from the tree's gentle whispers with the villagers, ensuring that the tradition of seeking solace and wisdom beneath the willow's branches persisted. He also encouraged the children of the village to spend time with the tree, passing down the importance of connecting with nature and finding inner peace. One particularly cold and snowy winter, a newcomer arrived in the village, seeking refuge from the harsh elements. This traveler, named Isabella, had been wandering for months, searching for a place of belonging. She had heard whispers of the Whispering Willow and hoped that its wisdom could provide her with the sense of purpose she longed for. Isabella's arrival stirred curiosity among the villagers. They watched as she approached the Whispering Willow, her footsteps muffled by the thick blanket of snow. She was greeted by Ethan, who had donned a warm coat and carried a steaming cup of hot tea to offer her. "You've come in search of solace, haven't you?" Ethan asked gently. Isabella nodded, her eyes filled with a mixture of hope and trepidation. "I've traveled a long way, and I've faced many challenges," she admitted. "I'm seeking answers and a sense of belonging." Ethan smiled warmly and gestured for her to sit beside him on the bench beneath the willow's branches. "Then, my dear, you are in the right place," he said. As Isabella closed her eyes and listened to the whispers of the tree, she felt a sense of calm wash over her. The tree's whispers told her stories of resilience and transformation, of how even the harshest winters could give way to the blossoming of spring. They spoke of the importance of embracing change and finding strength within oneself. Ethan welcomed Isabella with open arms, and the villagers embraced her as one of their own. She soon became an integral part of the village, sharing her unique talents and insights with the community. Isabella's presence added a new layer of richness to the village's tapestry of life, and she continued to visit the Whispering Willow, deepening her connection to the tree and the wisdom it offered. As the years passed, the Whispering Willow remained a beacon of peace and unity in the village, welcoming travelers and villagers alike. It was a testament to the enduring power of nature to heal, inspire, and bring people together. And so, the village thrived, its people finding solace and strength beneath the branches of the Whispering Willow, reminding them that in the embrace of nature, they could always find the answers they sought and the sense of belonging they yearned for. The village continued to grow and prosper, and as it did, the Whispering Willow remained at the heart of it all. Generations of villagers came and went, each one finding comfort, guidance, and inspiration beneath the tree's graceful branches. Ethan, who had once been a newcomer seeking solace, had now become a wise elder of the village, passing on the role and the teachings of the Whispering Willow to the next generation. Isabella, too, had played a crucial role in the village's development, becoming a mentor to the young and a cherished friend to all. The village expanded its reach, and its reputation as a haven of tranquility and wisdom spread far and wide. Travelers from distant lands heard of the Whispering Willow's wonders and ventured to the village to experience its magic for themselves. One sunny afternoon, a group of travelers arrived in the village, their eyes filled with wonder as they gazed upon the majestic willow tree. Among them was a young girl named Maya, who had heard stories of the tree's whispers from her grandmother. Maya's grandmother had told her that the tree possessed the ability to heal wounded hearts and offer guidance in times of uncertainty. Maya had faced a great loss in her life and was seeking solace and direction. Ethan, now with a head full of silver hair and a heart full of wisdom, approached the travelers and welcomed them to the village. He could sense Maya's need for the Whispering Willow's embrace. "Young one," Ethan said kindly, "if you seek the wisdom of the Whispering Willow, come and sit beneath its branches. Close your eyes and open your heart to its whispers." Maya followed his guidance, sitting down on the familiar wooden bench beneath the tree. She closed her eyes and listened intently. The tree's whispers enveloped her, telling her stories of resilience and hope, of how even in the darkest of times, there was a glimmer of light waiting to be discovered. As Maya opened her eyes, she felt a sense of peace she had not felt in a long time. She looked at Ethan with tears of gratitude in her eyes. "Thank you," she said. "I've found what I needed." Maya and her fellow travelers spent time in the village, learning from the wisdom of the Whispering Willow and sharing their own stories and experiences. They, too, became part of the village's ever-growing family, enriching its tapestry with new perspectives and insights. And so, the Whispering Willow continued to weave its magic, offering solace, guidance, and unity to all who sought its wisdom. The village flourished, its people living in harmony with the natural world and one another, knowing that the enduring power of the tree would always be there to provide comfort and inspiration. Maya decided to stay in the village, drawn not only by the wisdom of the Whispering Willow but also by the warmth and sense of belonging she had found among its people. She settled into a cozy cottage on the outskirts of the village, surrounded by wildflowers and a small garden she tended to with love and care. As the seasons changed, Maya continued to visit the Whispering Willow regularly, seeking its guidance and wisdom. She became known as the keeper of the Whispering Willow stories, for she had a gift for weaving the lessons of the tree into beautiful tales that captivated the hearts of young and old alike. One summer evening, as the villagers gathered beneath the willow's branches to listen to one of Maya's stories, she noticed a group of children sitting in rapt attention. Among them was a young boy named Oliver, his eyes wide with wonder. After the storytelling session, Oliver approached Maya, his curiosity evident. "Your stories are amazing," he said, "and the Whispering Willow seems so wise. Can you teach me how to listen to its whispers?" Maya smiled warmly at the young boy and agreed to become his mentor. She spent hours with Oliver, teaching him the art of connecting with the tree and interpreting its whispers. It wasn't long before Oliver, too, began to hear the soft, comforting voices of the willow. The bond between Maya and Oliver deepened as they shared their experiences with the Whispering Willow. Maya watched as the young boy grew in wisdom and confidence, much like she had years ago. She knew that the cycle of passing down the tree's teachings was continuing, ensuring that the village's traditions would thrive for generations to come. As Maya and Oliver's friendship flourished, so did their impact on the village. Together, they initiated a project to preserve and protect the natural beauty of the area surrounding the Whispering Willow. They organized cleanup days, planted more trees and flowers, and created a peaceful walking path for villagers and travelers to enjoy. Their efforts attracted more visitors to the village, all eager to experience the magic of the Whispering Willow and the sense of community that radiated from the village. The village prospered, becoming not only a place of solace but also a hub of artistic expression, with painters, musicians, and writers finding inspiration beneath the willow's branches. As Maya continued to share her stories and mentor Oliver, she realized that the true magic of the Whispering Willow was not just in its ability to offer wisdom but in the connections it forged among the people who sought its guidance. It was a place where friendships were formed, dreams were nurtured, and a sense of belonging was cultivated. Over time, Maya's relationship with Oliver blossomed into a strong friendship that transcended mentorship. They often ventured into the forest together, exploring the surrounding woods and discovering hidden treasures. Maya taught Oliver about the various plants and animals that called the forest home, instilling in him a deep love and respect for nature. One crisp autumn day, while wandering through the woods, Maya and Oliver stumbled upon an ancient, moss-covered stone. Engraved on the stone was an inscription, "In the heart of nature, we find our true selves." Maya pointed to the inscription and smiled. "Oliver, this stone reminds me of the Whispering Willow's teachings," she said. "It's a reminder that when we connect with nature, we also connect with our inner selves." Inspired by the discovery, Maya and Oliver decided to create a small meditation spot by the stone. They placed a wooden bench and surrounded it with wildflowers, creating a serene space where villagers could sit, reflect, and find inner peace. As they worked on the meditation spot, the pair shared stories about their own journeys and the transformative power of the Whispering Willow. Villagers, young and old, joined in the effort, and the meditation spot became a symbol of the village's commitment to harmony with nature and the importance of self-discovery. One evening, while sitting by the meditation spot and gazing up at the Whispering Willow, Maya shared a personal story with Oliver. She spoke of the loss that had brought her to the village and the healing she had found in its embrace. "I came to this village seeking solace and answers," Maya began, her voice soft. "And I found not only the wisdom of the Whispering Willow but also a family of kindred spirits who have become my second family." Oliver listened intently, his young eyes filled with empathy. "I'm so glad you found your place here, Maya," he said. "And I'm grateful to have you as my mentor and friend." As the years passed, Maya's bond with Oliver remained strong. They continued to nurture the village, both through their physical contributions to its beauty and their emotional support for its people. Maya's stories continue to inspire, and the meditation spot by the ancient stone. Oliver listened intently, his young eyes filled with empathy. "I'm so glad you found your place here, Maya," he said. "And I'm grateful to have you as my mentor and friend." As the years passed, Maya's bond with Oliver remained strong. They continued to nurture the village, both through their physical contributions to its beauty and their emotional support for its people. Maya's stories continued to inspire, and the meditation spot by the ancient stone became a place where villagers would go to find strength, clarity, and a sense of purpose. Oliver looked at Maya with curiosity, sensing there was more to her story than she had previously shared. He hesitated for a moment before gently asking, "Maya, you've told me about finding solace in the village, but you never really talked about what you left behind. What happened before you came here?" Maya sighed softly and looked out at the serene river that flowed nearby. Her voice trembled as she began to speak. "Before I found this village and the Whispering Willow, I lived in a bustling city. I had a family, a loving husband named Oliver, and a daughter named Olive. Oliver's eyes widened in surprise, realizing that Maya had shared her husband's name. He listened intently as Maya continued, "One fateful day, there was an accident. I lost them both, Oliver and little Olive, in a moment. My world shattered, and the grief was overwhelming. I felt like I couldn't breathe, like life had lost all meaning." Tears welled up in Maya's eyes as she spoke of her painful past, and Oliver reached out to gently place a hand on her shoulder. She offered him a tearful but warm smile. "But coming here, to this village and beneath the whispering willow's branches, I found a new purpose and a second family. And, Oliver, you've become like a son to me, bringing light and joy back into my life." Oliver's heart ached for Maya, and he realized the depth of her pain and the strength it must have taken to rebuild her life. He took her hand in a gesture of support and solidarity, silently acknowledging the profound bond they shared. Their connection, strengthened by shared loss and healing, continued to be a source of inspiration for the village and a testament to the transformative power of the Whispering Willow's wisdom. The Whispering Willow story is about finding strength, guidance, and rediscovering oneself. I hope you too can find strength against all odds, just like Ethan, Isabella, Maya, and others. You are stronger than you think you are. Subscribe and like for more of this relaxing stories.